Welcome back to Wolf Weather. It's Thursday, January 18th. I'm Tom, and I'll be guiding you through the graphics. We are going to look at the national radar. We're going to be looking at the forecast for the next few days, and there should be a warm up in the eastern U.S., which will be great. And we'll look at just some other weather around here and maybe overseas. Let's look at our first graphic, and this is the national radar. And you can see there's some storminess over there in Oregon and Washington State. Mostly rain right now. And you can see over here on the East Coast all that snow and bad weather that came in late last night and into Wednesday morning has moved pretty much out of here. And they're just getting a little bit over there on the East Coast. That's near Cape Hatteras, Kill Devil Hills, maybe Norfolk. It's hard to tell. It's close, but probably not for Norfolk there. We look a little closer. But definitely the eastern part of North Carolina is still getting some snow. And this is a developing low pressure that's going to be moving out to sea. So they should be in pretty good shape. Probably by midday, all this should be pushed out and the snow should stop. But some very strong winds, up to 40 miles an hour they're getting. And this is our current map for overnight here on Thursday morning. And it shows that snow over there in eastern North Carolina and the low that's off the coast. And it also shows the high pressure that's just moving out of Texas, and that's going to be moving over toward the east, which will help our weather over here in East Tennessee and pretty much the southeast. But right now where it's at, it's actually pulling down cold air. And you can see it's going to be moving a little bit east. This is actually for today on Thursday, and you can see how that low is moved off the east coast. And there's going to be some snow moving in as the front moves in. There's going to be some rain and snow over on the west coast in Washington State, Oregon, and the higher elevations in California. But the rest of the country is going to be under pretty much high pressure. Could be a little bit of rain down in southern Texas. And the next one, here we go. And this is for Friday. And you can see that that front is moved in the northwest, so they're going to be getting rain and snow. But over here on the East Coast, that high pressure is pretty much going to hold, and we should have some better weather and warmer weather. And also, it looks like in Texas Gulf area, they're going to be getting some rain down in that area. But at least we're going to be warming up with that high pressure. It'll be, remember, it's a clockwise rotation, so it's going to actually be pulling up some air off the Gulf, which is nice and warm, so that'll work. Now this is for Knoxville in East Tennessee area. Tonight we're looking at about 8, and over here in East Tennessee in Newport we're actually at 4 degrees right now at 3 o'clock in the morning. And then it's supposed to warm up in the next few days. We're actually going to be up around 60 and rain on Monday. So a warming trend and not so cold at night. We got pretty much one more night of pretty cold weather Friday, and then it'll be a lot better every night. But it's winter. Now here's Asheville, and this is western North Carolina. and they're supposed to be down around 11 degrees on Thursday morning. And you can see their temperatures are going to be pretty much like ours over here. They're going to get up right around that 60-degree area. And then Monday, they've got a 50% chance of rain. Um, Over here, there is a possibility that it could turn into a mix or possibly some snow. But that's so far out, nobody's really sure yet on that. So I don't see that in the forecast here on the western North Carolina area. Now this is for Houston, Texas, and you can see on they're showing that I was looking for that rain. They're showing their rain mostly on Sunday, but it looks like probably today, Thursday. This looks like an older map or a forecast here because it's actually showing Tuesday, and we're well past Tuesday. We're already to Thursday, but it is showing that probably could be Saturday some rain. So we'll have to relook at this forecast and see exactly what they've done here. And here is the tropics. And pretty cloudy down in the tropics, the Cayman Islands and Jamaica. The Leeward Islands is getting some clouds, Barbados. Some pretty heavy showers in northern South America, the north part of South America, Panama area. Pretty good bit of storminess down there for this time of the year. Normally winter is pretty clear time, but getting some activity down there in Central America. But still got that nice easterly and breeze. This is a low pressure that's strengthening. That's going to be moving in to England. We just looked a little bit ago, and Heathrow Airport at 3 a.m. our time here in the U.S. They had I believe it was a 53 or 63 mile per hour gust. So definitely very windy with this system. So there are going to be strong winds, rain, and then actually some mix the further north you go, and snow way up there. And this is a little video that's just showing the snow that started early. This was from about 6:30 in the evening, and we started getting some pretty good snow here in East Tennessee. And this is around midnight. We had close to 2 inches of snow on the ground, and it snowed a little bit more. It snowed till about 4:35 in the morning. So we had a good 2 inches of snow, and very little of that has melted today. This is something I wanted to show you. This is why they call this the Smoky Mountains, and this is a loop that they did up on top of a mountain, and this is a time lapse, and you can see how the clouds move, and this is like the Smoky Mountains. And this is something from Australia. These are called morning glory clouds. They're called morning glory clouds. Here in the U.S., they're closer to what we call a roll cloud, but they're sort of a special cloud. They're very, very rare, and you see them mostly near Australia. Next up, people ask me what my backyard looks like. Well, that's pretty much what it looks like. Well, maybe not that good. Maybe my land out in the desert could look like that, but they probably wouldn't let me do that here in East Tennessee unless I opened a museum or something. Well, thank you very much for tuning in, and we're going to try to get back on track here with posting our forecast. We just had a lot of things to do and was not able to get on here. But I think we've got things straightened out now, and we'll try to have our daily forecast. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the subscribers, and have a great Thursday, and we'll be talking to you soon.